History was made on Wednesday evening as the first textbook dedicated to British Virgin Islands commercial law was launched at the Government House in the presence of Governor Boyd McCleary, Premier Dr. Orlando Smith, and representatives from various businesses and legal firms. The 516-page book covers company law, credit and security, law of property, financial services law, investment funds, insolvency law, dispute resolution, and trust. Richard Peters, managing partner of Harneys, said that the book has already been well received in Hong Kong, Kazakhstan, the Far East, and several other countries, which shows those countries' special interest in the BVI.
The response to the book has been remarkable. I was in Hong Kong, Colin flew out in January, and we launched there, the sort of official launch. Hundreds of people. The BVI company is ubiquitous in that part of the world. We thought after the handover in 1997 it would dwindle. It's increased. Any wealthy person from the PRC wants three things: a wine cellar, a Swiss watch, and the BVI. That's very true. You can go down any street in Hong Kong, I can almost identify each building which has got BVI companies in its structure. That's why I get such a buzz out of it. I've been there 40 times at least. It's just, it's so vibrant. We've had orders. I think we're in the third printing now. It overtook two right away, especially in the Far East. But we've had orders in the PRC, Kazakhstan, Uruguay, all over the place. And I think it reaffirms the fact, as Colin mentioned, it's about the BVI, not so much Harneys. It's about the BVI. It's ubiquitous, especially in that part of the world.
After congratulating the editors and all those who devoted their time and effort to making the book a reality, Premier Smith said those seeking to know more about commercial law in the Virgin Islands now has the perfect reference book.
It is very fitting then that it is Harneys which has produced the very first publication to deal exclusively with the commercial law of the territory. The publication of this book marks the territory's coming of age, so to speak, and I want to congratulate everyone connected with it, particularly the editors, Colin Regals and Ian Mann, for devoting their time and resources to making it happen. Anyone who wants to learn more about commercial law in the Virgin Islands now has a perfect comprehensive reference book.
And Governor Boyd McCleary said that as one who deals with matters pertaining to law, he welcomes anything that makes understanding law easier, particularly for those individuals who may not be legally inclined.
As somebody who has to deal with the law now much more than I've ever done before, I realise how potentially inaccessible the law is. And I think, therefore, anything which can be done to make the law more accessible, more manageable, is a good thing. I'm struck by the fact that many of the laws here in the BVI have not been consolidated. So you want to find out what happens, you've got to look at the law, the criminal law. It's written back in the 60s, it's been amended 16 times, but there's no consolidated version of that law. So it's very difficult to work out what the law is. And so anything which can be done to make the law more accessible, to make the law more understandable, not just to the practitioners but to the common man, is something which I very much welcome.
The textbook, entitled The British Virgin Islands Commercial Law, was written by Harneys lawyers across the globe. According to Harneys banking and finance partner Colin Regals, the book was published out of the need for a textbook dedicated to discussing commercial law, specifically as it relates to the BVI.